Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is that boy Rick Tigers. This is that boy Rick Tigers. Hey, listen, family. I just got an email. Talking about this exquisite podcast. Listen, get in touch with that boy Rick Tigers about this exquisite podcast that's located in Waldorf, Maryland. Waldorf, Maryland, in the DMV. Waldorf, Maryland, at the St. Charles Town Mall on the first floor, right around the corner from J.C. Penney. Listen, if you got a podcast, if you want to start a podcast, all you got to do is just get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus and start your podcast today. All you need to do is have high-speed internet. High-speed internet. You can do your podcast anywhere in the U.S. or internationally. All you need is to give me your full name, your email address, your telephone number, the name of your show, and the time of your show. We can go ahead and get your podcast popping. Let Exquisite do the hard work. Let us do the heavy work for you. We got the sound card, we got the microphone, we got the software, we got the location. So let us do the hard work for you. Let us do the heavy work for you. All you got to do is get your podcast done. You got something to say, you want to say something, or you want to be heard, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus so we can get your podcast popping. Family. This is that boy Rick Titus with that exquisite podcast. If you got something to say, you want to say something, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus with the exquisite podcast. Listen, one thing I want to mention, stop worrying about what people are saying. Stop listening to your coworkers, your family members, your friends saying, hey, you can't do a podcast. You can do a podcast if you want to do a podcast. Let's go ahead and get this thing here popping. We came from some great ancestors out here. Do business with people that look like you and I. Do business with people that look like you and I. All of these other groups are manifesting. So why don't you get your gear in order? Put it in first gear. And start getting in touch with that boy Rick Titus with this exquisite podcast. Some people say, hey, look, I don't know what to say. Look, you can talk about sports. The Commanders are doing great. You can talk about politics in whatever city you live in. Because Chicago got some interesting stuff going on in the politics. Washington, D.C., Maryland, L.A. got some interesting stuff going on with politics. You can start talking about religion. You can start talking about health and wellness. A lot of us have got some health issue that's in the community. You might have a program that can probably help them. So if you start a podcast talking about health and wellness, that will be great. That will be marvelous. You can start talking about entrepreneurship. It's a lot of subjects that you can talk about in your podcast. Listen, I'm going to say this again. If I see some people climbing in on the back door, knocking on that back door on that CP time. Listen, we've been talking about how you can get your podcast up and running. This is how you do it. You get your podcast started with exquisite podcast in Waldorf, Maryland, in the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from J.C. Penney's. Click that link. Sneak over. Hey, sneak over in the description, family. Family, sneak over in the description, in the DM, and click on that link. Click that link so you can get your podcast done. Stop worrying about clicks. Stop worrying about likes. Just start making a podcast. Start getting your content. Out there on the internet. And you don't have to be in the state of Maryland. You can be anywhere in the U.S. of A. Long as you got high-speed internet, a cell phone, a laptop, we can get your podcast popping. Or international as well. Listen, start doing business with people that looks like you and I. Get in touch with that boy Rick Titus with this exquisite podcast so we can go ahead and get some things popping. so you can start enjoying yourself, so you can start getting out there on the internet. We're going to help you get your podcast monetized. We got all of the equipment. We got all of the tools. This is something that we want to give back to the community. Start renting your podcast booth out today. This is that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. So get in touch with that boy Rick Titus so we can get your podcast up and popping.